Guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be all about our journey to getting hopefully my dream walk-in wardrobe. I'm starting filming this the day before it starts to get built. Everything is being delivered and building is starting tomorrow morning, and I'm so excited. But before the madness kind of kicks off, it's going to take about 2 to 3 days to build. I wanted to show you what the room looks like now and tell you a little bit about the process that we've gone through so far. So ever since we moved into this house, we've been slowly but surely upgrading each room over summer. As you may know, we had a bit of a renovation when it came to like painting, carpets, our ensuite bedroom, ensuite bathroom rather, we totally redid, and we've painted up the kitchen, things like that. This room has always been just kind of too small for a real bedroom, although when we did look around the house when we were thinking about buying it, this was being used as a double bedroom, but there was like no other room in here whatsoever. I just had a wardrobe, a chest of drawers and a desk in there, and it always just felt a little bit, you know, not like a real room. It didn't really have a purpose, so we've always wanted to turn it into a walk-in wardrobe. Storage for Charlie and I is a big issue. We're both fashion bloggers, so we have a lot of clothes, a lot of shoes, a lot of accessories. So we're working with Sharps to build our dream walk-in wardrobe, and yeah, this is the process so far. So this is the room, taking you in. Beautiful, bright, sunny day today. I've had to obviously totally empty the room because they're going to be starting to build tomorrow. Apart from the shelves, the bit behind the door is the one that I haven't done so far. Just got my little box which has got some shoes in there, and then my shoe shelves that I need to empty. The room is pretty bright. Dimensions wise, I mean, it's like the size of a double bed plus half another double bed, if that makes sense. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you properly. This is the room. You might recognize it from some of my old vlogs. Used to have my desk with my beauty things there. Big white desk that I had my iMac on there. We used to have a radiator, but because we are building like an under the window seat, we've had a builder to take that away. This little corner is where my wardrobe used to be, and then behind the door we've got the shelves. We've also moved the light switch from here to outside because I didn't want to have to like reach through the wardrobe to turn on the light. So the builder has come and done all of those bits. Just also need to take down these things too. So yeah, this is the empty room. Builder's coming at 7 AM tomorrow to start building my dream wardrobe room. I'm just really excited to hopefully share the process with you guys. So far, we've had 2 visits from Sharps people. First of all, we had Ben come around, and he came and he took all the measurements, and he sat downstairs together. We had a really long discussion about what we needed, how much space we wanted. Just, you know, he measured also all of the current wardrobe space in the house. So every single wardrobe rail, every single spare clothing rail. So I don't know if you know, but in here, we used to have 2 of these, one for me, one for Charlie. And then we've had this wardrobe, which is the one that used to be in the other room. This is a spare one, and then we also have a little wardrobe in our bedroom too. So obviously we don't want to have that many wardrobes and rails around the house. So Ben measured all of the rails to figure out how much storage we currently have, so that we know that we're going to have more than that in the new one. We spoke about shoe storage, handbag storage, the design, whether I wanted it white or grey or black or wood. All of those details, right down to the handles that I want on the drawers. So many details. It's just so bespoke. It's incredible. And then he sat down and sketched it all up, and we just did so many edits until it was something that Charlie and I were totally happy with. Then a couple of weeks later, we had another engineer come around. Actually, he was a surveyor, and he was looking at the room with more of like a builder point of view, making sure that everything that the designer had designed was actually going to be feasible, which it was. Oh, except I think we decided that the fancy rack that you can get for your shoes wouldn't be feasible because of the lack of width that we have in that room. But that's the only thing that we had to tone down a little bit. So far it's been a very easy and fun process, and I'm just so excited to see it all starting to come to life. So I will see you guys in the morning, bright and early, to welcome the builders in and start building the wardrobe room. Yay! So it's day 2 of the build, and once again I'm up super early. I'm actually going away for a couple of days on a work trip, so next time I come into this room it should be done. But at the moment, obviously, I was also at the house all day yesterday. I came home and a lot of progress has been made. As you can see behind me, we now have the shelves in, And then the doors are on the wardrobe sections behind me, and they look so lovely. I'm just so thrilled with the colour choice, especially. It looks beautiful. It just keeps the room looking so big and bright. Really, really happy with it. Obviously it's dark outside now, so the lighting is not quite true because it's big overhead lights in here at the moment. And then down here, we also have what is going to be my drawer unit. That's where I'm going to keep all my knitwear and folded t-shirts, things like that. But I'm going to flip the camera around and show you that properly. The drawer unit is being used as a workman's bench at the moment. That's going to have a really lovely cushion on top. These are the drawer handles that I chose. They actually match the handles that we've got in the kitchen. And then the drawers are lovely soft shuts, which I think is great. This clamp, I don't know how to use it, but that's what we're using to get into the doors at the moment while there's no handles on those. And then this is the shelving unit. So yes, I'm going away for 2 days now. They are going to be continuing working while I'm away. So next time I see you, I will be standing in my completed walk-in wardrobe. Hello again. So it is 3 days later, or 2 days later. I've been away for the past couple of days, as I said, and I have returned home to a completed walk-in wardrobe room. Obviously I've already had a peek and I'm very excited to show you guys. So without further ado, not going to build up the tension, let me show you my new walk-in wardrobe. Dun dun dun! Here it is. Oh my goodness, it's quite hard to show you all in one frame, but let me go in and, oh my gosh, I just love it so much. Explain it to you. Okay, so obviously it's quite hard for me to show it all in one frame, but I'm going to do the best that I can. So this is the room you saw at the very beginning. It was just totally empty. First of all, I'm so pleased with how much space I have in here. This wall, this floor area, I thought was going to be about half this size. So I'm just absolutely thrilled that you could still actually fit, if you really wanted to, like a pull-out single bed in here. I could still have people to stay. There's definitely like almost 2 meters on the floor here, which I think is incredible. As you can see at the back, and I think this is just such a beautiful feature, we almost didn't put anything at the back there because we did have to take a radiator out to achieve it, but I'm so pleased we did. We've put in 6 little drawers, and then on top of the drawers we've got a cushioned area. I'll show you it in a little bit more close-up detail. So this is the back area. This is one of the new fabrics that shops have got on offer. You can obviously choose your fabric, choose the style. I wanted something quite classic and chic, so I went for this cream, almost gold colour, and then it's got the little studs in there as well, which I think are just such a lovely classic effect. And then underneath we've got the drawers, 6 drawers, because I do have quite a lot of stuff that needs folding. Each one obviously empty at the moment. That's my task this afternoon, is to fill these all up, and they do have a soft closure, which really amuses me because I've never had anything that's soft closed before. So Charlie and I have decided that this side over here is going to be his side because Charlie has a lot of clothes as well. His side, as you can see, is mirrored if you look closely as well. So this is why it took a little bit longer than it was originally going to, because we obviously didn't account for the coving in the ceiling, which is a little bit silly of us. So our carpenter had to do that all individually, but it just fits absolutely beautifully. Nothing from IKEA could ever have fit this room as amazingly as this does. So yeah, this is Charlie's side, and we've actually just put this on the floor for now because we didn't realise that, of course, ooh, and a candy cane, if we open this too quickly, it'll knock into the mirror. So we're just going to put a little stud at the bottom of the door. So yeah, Charlie's side, I will show you. I don't think he's put anything in there at the moment. Okay, yeah, he's already put some shoes in. So his first wardrobe area, and they all have these amazing lights which just illuminates everything. And the carpenter has put the light on the very edge as opposed to in the middle, because then it illuminates all of them instead of just the top shelf. So Charlie's making the most of these drawers by filling them with his shoes. He has more shoes than I do. I don't understand how he can possibly need so many shoes, but he does. I think these are soft close as well. Oh, yes, look at that. So smooth. And then in his middle section, let's see, this is still empty. Oh, he's got a couple of pairs of shoes in there. So we designed all of these bits. We could choose the height, we could choose whether we wanted a rail or loads of shelves or even drawers. But for us, we thought the best use was this. So he's got 3 more shelves for his shoes, or he could put knitwear. I guess it'll take us a little while before we decide what works perfectly everywhere. This I think he's going to use for his like everyday clothing. He can put scarves or belts or ties on here. Looks like he's got some more shoes up there, and then some dust bags. I love that you can just push them. This soft close is really amusing me. And then this is also a very snazzy little corner. So obviously you can't get to this bit, but you can still access the top section, and it is a double height wardrobe. There we go, the light just flicks on in there as well. Once again, the light is in the middle section there, so it illuminates everything. If I step back, you can see how this works. So this door here is full length, but the second door is almost like a stable door, and then inside he's got a double height or a double hanging rail system. I guess he can put his jackets up there and his trousers maybe, however he wants to do it. And then we've got on both sides these shelves, so he can put his luggage or whatever he wants up there, camera equipment, anything at all. And then as you can see down there, there's actually a plug system that is making the lights work in the top of the wardrobe, but he could also put, I don't know, whatever kind of thing you want to plug in there. I'd probably put my blow dryer or something down there. So that is Charlie's side. We decided not to get both sides mirrored because we thought it would be a bit of a weird effect, but we could have done that. And obviously the mirrors are full length. You can't see everything in one go because of the middle section, but I actually chose it to be like that. I thought it looked a lot nicer. And then you can see that the mirrors are, I want to say beveled, or is it bezeled? I think it's beveled, which it just looks so beautiful. I'm just so thrilled with the final effect. And then my side is very, very similar to Charlie's. I'm going to decide what I put in there. I want it to be really nice and visual, maybe my favourite handbag of the time. At the moment, because I just got back from a flower bomb trip, I've got a flower bomb box. I've got my favourite perfumes, loads of different types of flower bomb, some shoes, and then these I actually very kindly got for my birthday. They are some crystal clear smelling salts, so if you're feeling a bit stressed you can just have a little sniff on those. I thought I would, and I do get very stressed, so I've got those there for now, but I will probably really make this quite visual and beautiful, so we shall see how this ends up. I have got a double section here, but the door opens on one side and then it goes like back, because obviously it's the area behind the shelves as well. So what I'm planning on doing, because it's such a long area, is having my over-knee boots on the floor here, and then any long garments, so any long dresses, any long coats, they will go in there, and then my luggage bits like big holdalls and bigger handbags will go there. Then we have my big middle section. If I open this up, I just actually shoved a load of clothes in there just temporarily, but I am going to organise this properly now. So I've got 3 drawers or shelves down at the bottom. I think I will use that for footwear. And then on this middle section, I'm probably going to put like jewellery boxes, that kind of thing. My most used clothes in that section. And then we've got another great big space at the top, which is so useful. And then similarly to Charlie's side, I have got a full length area here and then a half height door too. Once again, I could probably put over-knee boots or anything taller down there. Got the 2 rails, so single height rails, big section at the top there, and I also get to use all of these drawers for my folded clothes as well. So as you can probably tell, I am beyond thrilled. The finish is just so luxurious. It's been so beautifully done. The carpenter that worked here was so skilled. He's just, there are no details that aren't perfect, and for a perfectionist like me, it's just absolutely blown me away. The colour I'm so pleased with as well. Obviously it's off-white, it's this gorgeous grey colour, almost like a dove grey, which I think is stunning. And I've gone for quite a traditional look with this panelling detail, and then I obviously chose these brushed silver twisted door handles as well. Everything I think looks so beautiful together, and with the cushion as well over these drawers, I'm just so pleased with how everything looks. So now I guess it's time for the fun bit. I get to fill it up with all of my clothes. The room next door, as you can imagine, is a huge mess, not only because I've been super busy over the next few days and tidying is always quite low on my priority list, but we just struggled so much with storage before this room, so we just have stuff everywhere. So I'm so excited to just organise it and for everything to have its own place in our new walk-in wardrobe. So I'm going to put you guys down somewhere, put it on a little bit of a time lapse and start filling up my wardrobes. Okay, so I just started putting the clothes that I just kind of had lying around in the other room into the wardrobes, as you just saw. And I think I've got myself a bit of a system, so let me show you what I'm trying to do. In this section, which is the section closest to the window, I've got my kind of shorter dresses, so things like my Zara knit dress, which comes to just above my knees, and then I've got my Club Monaco dress. Those are the only two dresses I have downstairs. I did put a lot of my clothing in suitcases up in the loft just while we were getting this built. So I've got the dresses up in that section, and then if I open this up, obviously still very, very empty, I have got down here in this little corner, I'm putting my skirts. It's a really nice height for skirts, this little area. So that's what we're going for at the moment. I probably don't have enough skirts to fill that whole bottom area, but I'm sure it will get filled one way or another. Then in the middle section, so I always kind of planned for this to be my main section, the section that I use for most daily items, so my most worn pieces, which of course is my neutrals. I just wear pink and beige, if you don't know and can't tell, all the time. So we've got the things that I just reach for on pretty much an everyday basis. This section will get very full, no doubt. I did also start to put down here, well, just one pair of boots at the moment, but this will be boots and then smaller shoes and then maybe kind of flats and mules down there. So that is the middle section so far. This end section, which curves round, I'm definitely going to be putting my coats, longer coats, in that section at the back there, and then towards the easier to access side, I currently have just got a few dresses, so a mixture of long dresses, which are jumper dresses, slightly more lightweight material dresses, and down at the bottom we've got a few of my over-knee boots. It's a really good height in that area for over-knee boots. So I'm going to carry on filling up this wardrobe. It might take me the next couple of hours, probably the whole afternoon, but it's going to be a fun task, and I will catch up with you a little bit later. So it's a couple of hours later now. On first inspection it doesn't look like I've done that much, but I have put quite a lot more clothes into the wardrobe. The main thing that is filling up a lot of space is my outerwear. So I've put my kind of half-height outerwear in the stable door section. I find it really easy to access here. As I said earlier, I'm sure as we live with the wardrobes, bits might move around depending on what works out best for us. So for now I've got my coats up there, but who knows. I think I'm going to film a wardrobe tour when this is all complete, maybe in January, and once I've like lived in it for a little bit. So give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see a wardrobe tour in a few weeks time. Let me know if that's something that you'd like to see. Down there I currently have my spare hangers. There are so many things still in the loft that need to be hung, so I've got lots of spare hangers down there. And then, as before, my skirts, got a few more in there now. Nothing is taking up the top shelf in that one just yet. In this middle section, however, we have got, up at the top, illuminated nicely, some of my handbags. These are the ones that I use most frequently. So we've got some of my Russell & Bromleys, and then my Kate Spade, etc, etc. As I said, the bits that I'm going to use most of the time are going to go here, and then as you can see, I've filled out a few more shoes down in that next section. The drawers are a really good width apart, so they fit in really, really nicely. And then in here we have got longer coats. I've got my like woolen thick winter coats that are just a little bit too long for the half-height shelving at the end there. And then just a few long dresses, some jumper dresses, and as I said, over-knee boots down there. You guys are going to know off the top of your heads where everything is hidden in my wardrobe. And then the shelves, these are something that I know that I'm just going to keep on building up over the next few days and weeks. As I said before, I've just got my perfume collection, my flower bombs. I've put in a couple of my favourite designer accessories that I really like to keep on show, my Valentino shoes and my Chloe Nile bracelet bag. The rest of it is still TBC. So I think I'm going to end this vlog here because you've seen it built, you've seen a little bit of a suggestion as to what I'm going to put where. Charlie obviously has to fill out his side, but I really hope you enjoyed looking through this process with me. I would recommend Sharps so much. It's been an amazing experience. The whole design we got to do completely from scratch, and we had so much input in everything. It's just absolutely perfect for our needs, and I'm so pleased with the final result. It looks beautiful, it's just so practical, and I can tell it's going to make so much difference in our home when it comes to storage and just having a really elegant design in our house. I'm so happy, as I'm sure you can tell. So thank you so much to Sharps, the whole team, everyone that had an input in this has been incredible. I'll leave all the information about them, about the process, about the finishes that we've got, all in the description box down below, and there'll be a blog post coming in the next week or so keep a lookout for that as well. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see a wardrobe tour in a few weeks' time, and your wish is my command. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!